Why hello there and welcome to this video looking at the latest announced LEGO Icon set, this being Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship, also known as the Black Pearl. This set has 2,862 pieces and will be going on sale for £299.99 from the 15th of September, with LEGO Insiders getting early access as well as a free build of Jack's compass. So without further ado, let's get into it. So LEGO describes this set as embark on a creative voyage with the LEGO Icons Captain Jack Sparrow's pirate ship model for adults. A detailed LEGO interpretation of the legendary Ghost Galleon with soaring masts, torn black sails, and a crew of 8 minifigures, including Jack Sparrow, Will Turner, Gibbs, Cotton, Maria, Marty, Elizabeth Swan, and Hector Barbosa. There is a number of play features, including rotating dials to deploy the port or starboard cannons, turn the ship's wheel to steer the rudder, and open the deck to reveal captain's quarters with furnishings, candlesticks, and an apple. And there is also a detachable rowing boat, figurehead minifigure, and a versatile stand for display. Or the hull can be split from the stand at the waterline to depict the ship in sailing mode. And overall this set measures at 64 centimeters high, 64 centimeters wide, and 23 centimeters wide, and that was 64 centimeters long. So now looking at the set photos themselves, you can see it is a highly detailed set that does a very good job at recreating the Black Pearl ship, and is a massive step up from the early 2010s playset version we had, but that is still a classic set that I have. This is obviously much more fleshed out, with a lot more details and more design features to the actual shape of the ship, rather than relying on large pre-made hull pieces. With the sails, whilst also still using the same mast pieces that were used in that set, there are some differences, such as using rope pieces rather than solid laddery lattice pieces, and the sails are all unique to this set rather than being a reuse. You can also see that at the tops of the masts they've actually got more studded pieces rather than relying on Technic rods, so that minifigures can actually stand on top of the masts. And as we said, you can detach the main hull from the display stand, so that you can either display it as a full ship on a stand or sailing about, which is a very nice idea, I think. The front of the ship, as we said, had a minifigure figurehead, which is a completely different colour to the main ship, unlike the original one, which was just a completely black minifigure with no printing at all. But here we have some very nice printing and basically an extra minifigure to the 8 we already have. And there is a potential that at the very front here is using a pre-made large hull piece like the original set. But it is not overly clear in this picture. At the back you can see the 2 gears that are used to push the 2 side cannons out, as well as how the design work wraps all the way round for the captain's quarters and steering deck. at the top, with 3 fire sticks at the top, with some very nice greebling used as well, but this does seem to be few and far between. The main deck is a lot more fleshed out than in the original one, and has room to fit the extra boat into the middle of it. And as we said, turning the wheel turns the rudder at the bottom. And as again we said, the boat section of the decking can be lifted up so that you can access the interior with treasure chest as depicted here in the main decking. And here we have all the minifigures that are included. They all feature very nice printing, but a majority of them seem to be missing leg printing, which is unfortunate. But these all seem to be using brand new prints from the 2010s versions. And I particularly like the new costume design that Captain Jack Sparrow has as well. And they all obviously come with accessories relating to their characters, including guns, swords, and the medallion. And the Barbossa minifigure also features a double-sided head so that he can be in skeleton Barbossa mode under the curse. And here we see the more fleshed out interior for the captain's quarters, which is a little bit on the cramped side, but as you can see can fit 2 minifigures in, and does feature a range of Easter eggs to events in the series, such as Barbossa's apple, and a new map printed piece as well. And as I said earlier, the measurements are 64 centimeters tall by 64 centimeters long, so a much larger set than the original build, which we can very clearly see here with this man holding it up. And we can also see that it can detach from the whole thing, can detach from the base display stand as well as being chopped off where it was earlier. And that's just another view of the interior decking where the boat was stored from earlier. And again, as I said earlier, you can actually display minifigures in fighting poses near the top of the ship on the masts. So yeah, as previously stated, the set will be going on sale from the 15th of September this year for £299.99. I have nothing more to say other than thanks so much for watching, subscribe, and I'll see you when I see you. Goodbye.